Hey, what is up, everybody? We're gonna go ahead and go into the office real quick. What's up, Barry Code? How you doing? Let's go ahead and go to the office. So, audio is gonna probably sound a lot different. I'm kind of working on it a little bit, so bear with me on this one. The audio system, I had a power outage and it like knocked everything out. It was kind of weird. Let me know if it sounds really bad. I can kind of mess around with some of this stuff. All right. But for the most part, this is kind of what it's going to sound like. Yes. So what we're going to be doing is doing a nice little Q&A session. Nice little Q&A session for members only. So if you are a member, go ahead and ask your questions. If you're not a member, make sure you become a member. Man, I can't even tell what the audio is now. I was doing monitoring earlier. Yeah, I just wanted to make it sound a lot better. Right now, it probably sounds kind of funky. But like I said, all the filters and everything got all screwed up. So we're going to be moving on with that. I sound sick. Yeah, see, you know what? I'm not sick. And now that I have it going, here, one second. Let me do this. All right. Yeah, I do sound sick. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the audio got all screwed up. Suggestion, can you do another video or a live stream? What does that even mean? No, it's not acceptable. Oh, of a pre-ride inspection. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I sound like I'm in a sewer pipe. No, now I sound low. Now I sound weird. What about now? No, I sound just as weird. Christoph, yeah, I'm trying to. You guys are gonna help me out. When it comes to this. Yeah, I don't get why this is happening. I had it all set up. Of course, it has to happen right before the stream. So we're still going to keep it up. So for those of you that could help me out, now I sound terrible now that I'm listening to myself. 8 pounds low in the rear, talk about adverse handling. Ooh, this is more clear. Yeah, here, let me just turn off the fan to at least start that off. Just needs volume. Much better. All right, let's see. What about now? A little bit too much? How about this? All right, so Felicima, how you doing? Michael, how are you doing? I need to turn off that. All right, cool. You sound better than before. Okay, good. Yeah, I had some other stuff going on, and I was like, oh, crap, it's already 4 o'clock. Anyways, crew members, questions. Sounds fine now. Michael, go ahead. Throw it out there. I'll mess around with it a little bit more. Trust me, it's going to sound like crap probably right now, but I'm going to be messing with it a little bit more. All right. I'm not going to mess with it anymore right now. I'll mess with it after the stream. So crew, we're going to go ahead and start it all over. How are you guys doing? Michael, you're alive. Nice. Very nice. Vox, how you doing? Not bad. Stiff, still a bit off. Moving on. Yeah, it sucks. There's not much I can do about it, and it's gonna bother the living crap out of me. I'm like thinking about it right now. Yeah, it sounds very tingy, like ting 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 ting. It to me that's what it sounds like. Not a big fan about that. All right, let's keep going. So crew members, we got some cool stuff going on. So let's go ahead. Let's take the monitor off. So sick and tired of that. Uncle Dan. there would be only one single parking lot exercise, which would it be? Rolomania 73, welcome to the crew, baby. Woo! There it is. If there's only one parking lot exercise that you could do, it'd be the figure eight. Figure eight, because with the figure eight, you're going to be able to practice your tight turns. So nice handlebar turn. You're going to do counterweighting. You're going to do head movement and everything like that. Throttle control, friction zone, all those different things. So when you do your first little movement into, like, let's say you're going to start off with a right-handed figure eight. First movement is going to be a sharp turn. So I mean, you got that down right there. You're going to do a U-turn, and then you're going to get across the other way. It's going to be a change of direction, and then do a U-turn to the left. So you're actually getting right and left U-turns with a lot of practice when it comes to that stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's the one that I would pick as a parking lot exercise. If it comes to slow speed stuff, kind of like after that, you're kind of done. But when it comes to like emergency swerves, emergency everything, you still got to practice all that. So I mean, you know, for the figure eight, I would do about 20 feet, and then from there moving closer and closer and closer in between cones. So just like on my my figure eight video, that's kind of where I'd go at with that. So you're in an accident a few months back and my helmet is slightly scuffed, looped my bike, but didn't have a hard impact on my head. Would my helmet still be acceptable? So if you can take out the liner on the inside and do a visual inspection of that like grayish foam, that is polystyrene foam. If there's any cracks in that, replace it. If not, then you should be good to go. But if it's a showy or a awry, I believe that you can actually send it in to see if there's anything wrong with it. That's what I would do. Like if you're really, really, really concerned, that's what I would do. Man, the audio sounds like crap. Sorry guys. I don't like that audio. It sounds better. It doesn't mean it's just the best. But Rolomania 73, welcome, baby. I thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Shots on you. How you doing? Michael Giza, how you doing? Jesse and Bailey, how far? Okay, yeah. I do eights and turns in well-painted lots. I practice emergency stops on straight long lots. Yeah. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up some other stuff. So, I got some other topics I could definitely be talking about. And fill up some of the time. But Fridays, once again, guys, if you're a part of this and you're watching and you're wondering why you can't talk, it's because it's members only. Alex Hammer, welcome, baby. If you guys are going to be taking a class this weekend, this is now the perfect opportunity to ask some questions if you're nervous or anything like that, so that you can get prepared for tomorrow's class. So if you have a class tomorrow, please ask. Every Friday we'll be doing this at 4 p.m. But it's gonna be members only chat. Alex Hammer, how you doing, man? Thank you. And we're gonna be making sure that you're gonna be well prepared for that class. Maybe even help you out a little bit if you have like an e-course or something like that. Am I buying into marketing hype, or do you really think that a ride generally makes the most safety-focused helmets? Maybe marketing for that, but they do make some really safe helmets. Shoei makes some really good helmets too. Arai and Shoei, I think, really pride themselves on being some of the safest helmets out there. And then they do have some marketing, obviously, when it comes to getting MotoGP racers and a few other people on there. Have you ever seen any kids look at you and cover their ears? No. In the fire truck, yeah. Definitely. Even adults, before we even get close to them, they cover their ears, especially if we have sirens going. But when it comes to my exhaust or anything like that, even when I had the Sportster, nope. Not even that. It wasn't really an issue. And honestly, if kids are closing their ears and stuff on you, that's a no buenos. That's a no buenos. You definitely don't want to do that. It means your exhaust is too loud. It means you're going to have issues with maybe the noise police. So anybody in your neighborhood complaining about your noise when you take off from the house or anything like that, that's when you start having some problems. You have a Nex helmet. Ooh. Good safety features. Took your MSF last week and shit was easy after watching your videos. TJ Quirk, awesome. What was easy about your class, or what was since you said it was easy, what was one of the harder things? It doesn't have to be hard, but like what was the hardest thing for you in class? Maybe that could help out somebody wanting to take a class. And was it the BRC class or was it an advanced class? All these different things. August 23rd, returning rider course endorsement since 95, but continued education is important. Charlie's riding adventure, very good. Very, very good. So I got some topics that we can definitely talk about, 5 ways to become more confident. We can talk about the normal stuff, the best beginner bikes. I don't really want to go into those just because, we have some issues with that. It's like everyone's going to keep asking the same questions and it's a very nuanced answer. But I kind of wanted to talk about a few other things. U-turns all day. There you go. I wanted to talk about, the confidence that you guys could be getting, what kind of motorcycle fears you really shouldn't be worried about. Just basic motorcycle maintenance, a bunch of other things. We can always jump into more medical stuff too. So it doesn't have to be MSF related. It could be anything. So guys, ask me anything, serious shoulder injuries, like what type of traumatic brain injuries are there? What to do after a motorcycle crash, just things like that. First aid kit. I got my first aid kit right here. So guys, if you have any questions, about stuff like that, let me know. So right sharp turns were difficult for me on my beginner course. Okay. And I'm actually going to be taking the CBR 300R with ABS tomorrow for some parking lot practice. And I'm going to show you guys kind of how to do it on a sport bike. It's not that much different. And honestly, there's no secret trick to it. It's just, there's like a minor things that you can do here and there. And once you kind of understand what the sport bikes, how they're little tricks. There's cruisers, they have little tricks. Big bikes, they have little tricks. Once you understand all the little tricks, you should be good to go. Is this waterproof? No. Water resistant, more than likely, but I keep it in my saddle bag. So, you got multiple layers, and in my saddle bag, it's water resistant. It's wax cotton though, so I got to keep waxing it and getting it like that. So you get points for a foot down, another for driving outside the box. Yeah, for U-turns. Yep. It was the BRC. The box was probably the most challenging thing, but looking through the turn and body positioning made it that easy. Yeah, that can kind of get you, because you got to go do a sharp right turn, go on the other side of the box, do a left-handed U-turn, and then stop inside that little blue box. That could be tough. Especially since you have almost like a little bit of room. The thing is, like when you're out practicing during the class, when you do the practice exercise, I think it's exercise 14, right before the test, and then obviously during the other exercises when you did U-turns and stuff, just realize it's the same thing. It's the same. Lee Smith, no, you don't have to be a patron to get it. I do have the link. It'll pop up in the chat. You can get it there, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper if you become a patron, and then you get entered into the giveaway. We just added some more, after the stream. I just like, I can't get over the audio. Sorry guys. But here, after the stream, I'll work on it. Just realize though, today though, I made an announcement on Patreon that, and that's where you do the bike giveaway, that for the tier 3 and tier 4, we're sending out a DDFM Cruise sticker pack. Tier 4 is going to get a magnet with it. So if you sign up as a tier 3 or tier 4 patron, you're going to get a massive amount of entries. And then on top of that, you're going to get the ebook and you're going to get stickers. So if you want to, click the link that's going to be in the chat. It's for the giveaway, but it's going to give you all the rules and everything. But then you click enter, and then there you go. So that's going to be going out this weekend. We already have them packaged for the current tier 3, tier 4. After that, anybody that signs up is going to get it. It's a one-time thing. So if you sign up, you get it, boom, done. Send you out some stickers as a thank you on top of getting entries into the motorcycle giveaway. The sharp rights usually are the worst when it comes to sport bikes, just because of the hand and the placement with the gas tank. And then you're going to have issues when it comes to rotating the throttle. Yeah, that's one of those things. That's one of those little secrets when it comes to the sport bike thing. Yep, I ride a lot on my mountain bike. When it came to the U-turns and figure eight, wasn't that hard because it was kind of the same as a bicycle. So Ryan Gallagher, exactly. So guys, if you can practice, if you're not in class yet and you don't have a bike yet, and you do have a bicycle, go practice on your bicycle. A mountain bike is probably the closest thing to a motorcycle in terms of shape outside of the giant ass tires. But that right there is how you can definitely practice. Definitely practice, especially your counterbalancing, because you're still having to do the same thing with that. You're not working throttle, obviously, but you're working counterbalancing. When the virus crisis is over, would you come down to Australia to meet us down here? I would love to, Alex Hammer. I would absolutely love to. I've never been to Australia. Hopefully all the fires are done too. That's what kicked off 2020. How you doing, Craig Crosby? How you doing? My biggest problem with U-turns at the class was the balance for the HD Street 500. I used was way different than my Fat Boy. It took a minute to get used to. Yeah, so Master Tech 396. So if it took you a minute to get used to it, imagine every single bike that you're going to pop up on outside of your Fat Boy. It's going to take a quick second, but I mean, 1 minute, it took you 1 minute to get used to it, but I bet you it took a lot longer for the first time ever doing it. So that's what I absolutely love about it, is that it transfers over to other things. So if you guys take the beginner class, if you just take the beginner class and you get all that stuff done, you figure it out, you do it in a class setting, you can translate that to your bike. You can translate it to your bike. How's everyone doing today? David, we're doing great. We're doing great. 2 new members today. We got 1 person entered into the giveaway right before the stream started. We got everything going. This is awesome. So today's members only chat. We're going to do it for about an hour. Remember, guys, if you have any questions about anything, it doesn't have to be just motorcycle related. It could just be like, hey, what's up, Dan? What's up? What's going on? What type of training should you get? How are things going? What are the plans for next week? Guys, these are the questions you could definitely ask. You definitely ask. I'll just start it off when it comes to that. So how do I link to the Discord? Well, we got a Discord. I got the Discord link. Is that what you're talking about? We got the Discord link right there. This weekend, like I said, I'm going to be taking the sport bike out, the Honda CBR 300R, and I'm going to be doing some U-turns, figure eights, tight turn from stop, braking, swerving, all these things on the bike. And I'll be releasing those throughout the weeks. That way you guys have some information, at least seeing me doing it on a sport bike. Cause I know a lot of you guys are like, well, you do it on the FTR. FTR is designed for, I get some of those comments. FTR is designed for certain things. You could do this, you could do that. I get it. But I'll be doing it on the sport bike. And I can't wait to do that. I also going to be doing some ride along with DanDanTheFireman on the FTR. So you're going to see me do some situation awareness and all that stuff. And I'm going to be contacting people for an after the ride style podcast. So members, this is kind of like a little update on what we're doing. I'll try to keep it. I'll try to do it every week. But the goal is to do this as often as possible. Have you ever come up on a scene as a motorcyclist and used your medical training? If you have, mind sharing. So, of course, area code. On a motorcycle, I haven't, but in a car, I have many times. I would have to say like at least a dozen times I've come up on a crash or a medical emergency or something. I think my most recent one was here in Tucson. I think it was after I resigned. Anyways, it was an old lady that it looked like when I was coming up to the intersection, I saw her like in the rocks, and it's not an intersection, you should be in the rocks. It's a very busy intersection. Businesses on all 4 corners, and they went over the rocks on one of the corner into the parking lot, hit a car. I was like, okay, well, that's the uncommon thing in a common situation. So I went around, I waited for the light, I pulled over in the parking lot. Somebody was already talking to the patient or trying to, and she was not talking at all. And I guess the person pulled her out of the car because she seemed kind of out of it. So I started talking to her, and I was trying to get her stuff. She's laying on the ground, so I'm guessing her blood pressure kind of stabilized, got some blood to the brain. But it seemed like she was struggling, so it might have been some form of a blood sugar problem, glucose problem, because she did say she has diabetes, and she felt clammy and sweaty and all those things. And I just waited for EMS to show up. I told them what I found. I told them what I did. I turned off the car. I did all that stuff, put it in park and all that stuff, and then talked to paramedics on scene, and and hand it off to the patient. That was pretty much it. And that's kind of what you do sometimes. You barely do anything. In a motorcycle though, it's typically a trauma incident. In a car, if somebody has a medical emergency, the car pretty much protects them. So that's one of the beauties of a car. Is the Rebel sold? Not yet. I haven't really been trying though. I have somebody that's wanting it. They're kind of waiting. Somebody I know personally, kind of waiting to sell their Rebel 300 because they want to buy the 500. So we're looking into that. And if that doesn't go, I'll announce it, or I'll just take it to Indian and have Matt send it or sell it. How's the moto giveaway going? Do you feel like you have enough entries yet, Craig Crosby? It's more like an investment. Right now there's not enough entries to pay for obviously the bike and all that stuff. That's the goal. But that's not a big problem. It's more like an investment. We're still climbing. We're still doing good. So maybe by the end of the year, it'll pay for itself. But I'll be buying another motorcycle to give away sometime in September, because we're going to announce the second motorcycle we're going to give away in October. So I'm going to be asking you guys on Patreon. I'll be asking you what type of bike you want, what kind of bike you want, and we're going to be working towards that, because you guys are the ones doing it. So we're going to just keep giving a bike away every quarter if we can, and that's kind of how we're going to get it started. Do you have a concealed carry permit? If you do you carry on the bike? I used to. I don't anymore, because Arizona is a concealed carry state, so I don't really care to keep that up. But I do want to take it again, just for the continuing education. I carry it on the bike? No, I do not carry it on the bike. If I had to, if I was going to go camping or something, I'd carry it in a backpack, just because I don't want it on my person in case something happens, like if I crash. But if you do carry it while you're riding, guys, just be very careful, just because I'm not concerned about a discharge. I'm concerned about a crash and then it going flying and you're unconscious, and now you have your firearm on the side of the road, or it punctures you because you hit that and it goes inside your flesh. So be very careful when it comes to that. But if you can carry, go ahead. It's your right. Hi guys, a great day today. Passed your Mod 1 test over here in the UK, halfway there to being a full biker. Gavin, woo! That's awesome, man. I think that is easier on this. Yeah, so the test that you took was on the Harley Street 500. Everyone was on the same bike. Yeah, that helps out. It can. You probably took it at the Harley Riding Academy though, so that's just kind of what they have. But for me, it's like if somebody can ride one bike, they can pretty much ride another one. It just takes a little bit extra just to kind of get the feel of the ergonomics. I've been riding to work every day on my learner's permit. I feel ready to take the safety course in MSF combo. Miles, do it then. Once you feel confident, just do it. Boom, done. You literally watch the Jeep roll in front of you. Ooh, no buenos. You ride the Harley Street right now, David Camarena. Are you planning a short to mid-range bike trip anytime in the near future? I would like to go to Phoenix and then maybe someplace in New Mexico. Maybe a more mid-range would be to San Diego. Long range would be anywhere, Texas and further from Arizona where I'm at. Nothing planned right now though, but I would love to. I think what I want to do is start at least just in Tucson. I need to get like some stuff going in Tucson. I want to get some parking lot, practice sessions with a group of people in Tucson. I want to do a bike meetup. I want to do a bunch of these other things. At least start in Tucson, and then we can expand that way. Start small type of thing. Wife back on two wheels yet? No, and there's no plans on it, and that's fine. That's cool. I'm happy with that. As long as whatever she wants to do, I'm happy with. Have you done a video specifically on lane positioning on different types of roads, Alex Perney? No, I don't think the type of road means the biggest difference. And I thought about that for a while before I started really talking about it. Like a road with like gravel, or if there's oncoming traffic versus no traffic. And the best thing I can come up with, and always boil down, is whatever lane position gives you the best vision and the best chance for an escape path. If you can't see no matter what, so I always go for vision. So if you're like in the middle of a turn getting into a whatever lane position that's going to give you the best line of sight. If you're behind a vehicle, get in the best position that gives you line of sight so you can see around that vehicle. If you're riding and let's say it's a turn and you can't see nothing, like you can't see around the turn because there's so much foliage, there's like a bunch of buildings, whatever it is, that means you need to slow down so you have more of a range, more of a line of sight, like distance. And that's going to give you basically a space cushion. So the second portion is whatever's the best space cushion and / escape route. So if you're riding behind traffic and you can't see just because that's the way it is, it's, big vans or big trucks. So scoot back and give yourself the best space cushion and line of sight. So it really all depends on what that is, or an escape path. So if you're riding behind somebody and they take up like lane position 2 and 3 for vision, if you're lane position 1, you have really good vision, and then you should be able to escape in a lane filtering position like that. So that right there is my biggest thing, is vision and space cushion / escape path. It does not, lane position 1, 2, and 3 holds no weight unless it gives you the best vision, space cushion, or escape path. So you're constantly moving around. Boost, you're gonna get a boost. My girlfriend really enjoyed you teaching her to ride, and I enjoyed watching you run around the building. I might do that in the future. We might just get a small fun bike. Probably for me, like a Grom or something. We could teach her on that, or just have her get on that, and we can kind of do some fun parking lot stuff. Maybe go down to, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe get a whole new Rebel 500. What street style riding shoe do you recommend for riding through town? Anything that's comfortable and anything that's motorcycle specific. When it comes to shoes and boots, your biggest concern is impacts, because if you're wearing riding pants, it should go towards your ankle. It can slide up in a crash, so that's why a high boot would be really important. But the high boots are really important for when you get that side impact from a vehicle. So any type, really, it's up to you if you want an opportunity to crush a calf or not. I do recommend having something that is at least ankle supportive, because if you do go down, even if you put your foot down, you don't want your ankles snapping. Street style riding shoe. So, and then the style itself could be anything. Roland Sands is like cafe, retro look, very good leather. You can get something that's not leather but still offers the same protection. It's just a different style. But so for that one, it would definitely be something that at least that covers your ankle. So find something that at least covers your ankle in whatever style you want. I've already got a Bandit 600 here ready for if and when the pass the mod 2. Gavin, that's awesome, man. What CC levels mod? Oh, you're asking Gavin. See, I don't know that one. I was thinking of getting a Rebel 500 because I'm only 5'3", because Ryan, that'll fit you. That'll fit you. My wife is 4'11", and she can flat foot it. Will you take the FTR off road like when you did with your sports? Not as crazy as that. Honestly, I love my FTR too much to take it off road like I did. So I'm not going to be messing with it too much off road. If anything, I'll take it on dirt roads. But I don't know. I kind of want like a dual sport for that one. I think I've heard you say Moto Gear should be a little loose. I recently bought a mesh jacket. It's a bit tight. Stops at the waist too. Is this right? Should I size up? Armor feels right though. Craig Cosby, I would size up. I would size up just a little bit. This way, the reason why I said it should be a little loose is that way you can layer up. And excellent Puma with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Really do. Guys, remember to become a member today. It's $2 a month. It helps out the channel also. But I do love those super chats, baby. Helps out a lot with my swear jar. I want it to be a little loose because I want to be able to layer up. So if I have a mesh jacket, I want to be able to put something underneath, and it'll allow me to stay warmer, and then I can always remove it, and then I can stay a little bit cooler. I've wanted to be an ET since I was 4. I blame Will Shatner from Rescue 911. I know. Was it an event that made you want to go into medical field or something different? My dad was a firefighter for 26 years before I got in. So I kind of just, that's all I knew. For the medical stuff, that's the thing is when I got in, I didn't know what it was all about. I really didn't. I just got in on pure sheer will. Like I just passed everything because whatever I decided to do, I put in like almost too much effort. and I was able to get in. But then once I got in, I started to really realize what it was all about. And I started to like the medical side more than the fire side. And that was just because it was a matter of just helping people. That's what I realized after that. I just realized, oh, I made somebody's day. You know, I made somebody's life better. With a fire, it's like they're happy that we put it out. Like if their house caught fire, they're happy that we put it out. But it wasn't like, it was like, you know, it was the fire's fault. You know, it was this, it was that, you know, thank you for trying. It was like, thank you, you know, for stopping it. But when it came to like an EMS thing, it was like, thank you so much for, you know, like saving a life, or thank you so much. You know, I didn't know what to do. I was scared. You know, you solved the problem. That's what I liked. And then translating that to motorcycling, it just made it to where it was like, oh, you helped me finally do something. You got me over my anxiety. You got me over the feeling like I was in control. You gave me the inspiration to do it. And like, that's what I liked. And that's what I like about this. So at the end of the day, I don't really care about the motorcycle. It's just a way to make you guys, you know, happy. So I'm happy to do that for you guys. I'm happy to help. You know, you guys do it all on your own. Why isn't wife riding anymore? She inspires my Brian Underwood. She has a Nikki's Adventures Instagram that she keeps up on. She shares a lot of her stuff that she does every day on her Instagram. It just so happens to be that she doesn't do anything when it comes to motorcycles. That's just, you know, she doesn't feel like riding a motorcycle or selling the bike just so she can do other adventures. So she has other things that she's trying out. Like everything she puts on the channel or on her Instagram are things that are new to her. And so she's still going on new adventures. She's just not doing something new when it comes to motorcycling. So it was kind of like one of those bucket list things. So that's kind of what she's doing on her Instagram, is like a bucket list. If you guys want to follow her, here, I'll go ahead and get it for you. I'll go ahead and get it for you. She posts a lot. And if you guys want like behind the scenes stuff, like, cause she posts me on there. She posts me on there all the time. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, actually. Go ahead and take a look at it. So this is hers. Let's get her at least 1,500. Come on now. But yeah, there's me when we travel to Oregon. So if you guys want to see like behind the scenes stuff, you know what I mean? Like this was the recent thing. We've been, you know, gardening and stuff, having a good time. That's my doggo right there. So if you guys want some behind the scenes stuff like that, go ahead and swing on by Nikki's Adventures. She posts way more than I do. All right, let's see if we can catch up. I have my KTM RC390 for at least 7 months now, and I love riding even with the hard seat. It doesn't bother me at all. Good, Felissimo, good. I have street and steel boots, and the ankle is really supported and reinforced, well worth $100. It really is. And the thing is, guys, your motorcycle boots, they last forever. Like forever. So like $100 investment probably lasts way longer than $100 investment in regular shoes. Regular shoes you'll tear through. But motorcycle boots, I still have mine. I just barely now I'm having to replace it. And the reason why I have to replace it now is because when I would teach class, I'd keep them on, so I would run through them. So I would put miles of walking in that boot, and I tore it up a little bit. I was curious to know how old you were when you started riding. So Tipiwa, hopefully I said that right. How old I was? Well, I'm 33. Guillermo, welcome, baby. Woo! I'm 33 now. I started November 2011, so it's gonna be 9 years ago. Somebody do the math, quick maths. So that's 23. I think I was 23. Yeah, I was 23 when I first started riding, and I'm 33. No, 24. I was 24 when I first started. 24. Yep. Let's see. Girlfriend is cheating. She wants an R3, and I've got a Ninja 300. She just wants the extra 21 cc's. Excellent, Puma. Thank you once again. What is my method when another vehicle is taunting you for a long amount of time? Just let them go. Let them get in front of you. If it's somebody behind you hauling or on your ass, and they've been doing it for a while and there's been opportunities for you to pull over, I'll just like, if there's like a gas station, I'll pull in and take a break. If I have to get somewhere like right away, right then, I would just slow down and then wait and if there's an opportunity for them to pass, like an extra lane, or if there's a passing lane, I'll just turn on my hazards and go real slow and be like, sorry, I got mechanical problems, pass me up. And then as soon as they pass me up, I just go. Make them look like dum-dums. I work in healthcare as a rehab therapist. I wish more riders would respect the power of their two-wheel babies. I see many of these gearless, fearless victims. Yeah, Miles, I've been on motorcycle accidents where I've been like, that guy's losing a leg. Like, that guy is losing a leg. It's a no bueno situation. Yeah, we are creeping on it, huh? Welcome, Guillermo. I said that already, but I want to say it again. Welcome. Speaking of my dog, how is the pup's health since scared? Much better. Got her on slightly different food, but she seems to just like it was like a freak accident. It was like a freak thing. It was just kind of weird, but she's doing a lot better. Just joined. What's the best brands of motorcycle boots to get? Stephen Foster, how you doing, man? The best brands, don't really. I mean, I got Icon. I got Icon 1000. It's a good boot. Kind of expensive, but it looks good. For the most part, boots are not the hardest thing to create for motorcycling. It's like the shoes are already shoes, and all they're doing is adding extra stitching, a little bit of leather, and some armor. It's really about comfort at that point, because you're going to find a lot of boots are going to have a lot of the same stuff. And at that point, it's just about comfort and the way it looks. So really the best thing that you could do is check out like a Cycle Gear, try on a bunch of different kinds. They're all going to have different levels of protection. But each brand is going to be only slightly different when it comes to, who's better and who's not. If you're looking, I would start off on REVZILLA and do best sellers with the highest reviews, and then go to a Cycle Gear and check them out yourself. That's what I would do. And then I would read the reviews actually too. I'd read the low. I like to read the low reviews, like the 1 stars, and see what they're really complaining about. And if they complain about the stupidest crap, then it makes me feel better. because it's like, I don't care about that. It's like, oh, the laces come in a different color than they said on the thing. It's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. So that's how I would do it. I work on oncology nursing, very rewarding, yet physically, mentally, emotionally draining. Yeah, I can't even imagine oncology, man. I that's definitely mentally and emotionally draining. Definitely. You're gonna sell your project car, Sandus, to get a bike? What? Ever personally been involved in a motorcycle accident? No. I'm gonna knock on some wood. Nothing severe. I've crashed into a bush on my Harley, but that doesn't really count because it's off-road. Recently saw my older motovlog about the best breakfast burrito. Is it still the best? I don't know. That was in Tucson. That is an old video. That was like one of my first videos. That was one of my first videos that I've done. You can probably tell how boring I was back then. No, I'm just kidding. It's so hard to motovlog. So guys, if you're ever gonna get into motovlogging, just realize your first a lot of videos are gonna suck, like really suck, especially if you go back to them. A lot of dead noise, very short because there's nothing to talk about. That's kind of why I got into motorcycle safeties, because I wanted something to talk about, something that I knew that I could talk about outside of trying to create random things. Creepy Creeper 69, how you doing? Hey, Creepy Creeper, we were talking on the Discord, DMs and everything. I was going to make your video today, but we had a power outage from like 12 to like 3. No, yeah, 12 to like 3:15ish. So I couldn't even edit. I couldn't even do nothing. I couldn't even film. And as soon as it came up, like I was like, crap, I got it. Okay, let's get this started. Let's get the stream started. And then I saw all my plugins. Everything was like, I had to like re-import. I was like, what? So I had to like set it all up again. And that's why the audio is kind of terrible. So no, creepy creeper, my stream is going to reblaze. Just got your license a month ago, 27. Nice, nice. Can't take the MSF course because of work. I work every day. What would you recommend I do? See, that's a tough one, Christian. That's what I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create a program on the DDFM crew website. So I want that program to be for people like you where you can't take a class because of work or the distance for the next class. And to me, it's like I never had a problem because like I moved to Tucson, and that's when I decided to take a class when I showed up here. And there's like 2 different places just in Tucson to take a class. I can travel to Phoenix. It's not a big deal. And so I never really thought about that. But then I started reading and hearing you guys say my nearest class is like 4 hours away. It's like $500. And I'm like, holy crap, what the hell? Well, that's dumb. So I've been thinking about creating my own class. Sorry, I got like the burps. You guys ever get those? I've been thinking about creating my own program. And this way you can practice in a parking lot. It's not going to be obviously an endorsement program. It's not going to be a licensing program because you can't do that online for the DMV, at least yet. And so anyways, I want to create a program that allows you to go practice all the stuff that you need to practice for the DMV test, but it gives you a bunch extra. So like part of it is I'm going to help get you ready for the test. So like the first part is, you know, the all the stuff to know, you know, the straight line weave, the figure eight, or not the figure eight, the U-turn, the braking, the swerve, to kind of get you prepped and ready for the test. And it's like, if that's all you want, cool. But I don't want you to end there. I want you to take the next step. So like step 1 is prep for the test. Step 2 is continuing education or something like that, to where maybe even step 2 is you take the test. Step 3 is continuing. Step 1 is all the fundamentals. So I'm trying to create a program for that, to where you can at least get your endorsement, because I know you guys want to start riding. But here's the thing: I don't want to just make it to where everyone just gets their endorsement. I think that's not very ethical, or even if that's the word. Because if I just try to get you to your endorsement and that's it, I leave you high and dry, because I know better. I know that you need to have more training. I know that you need to do more. So I don't want to get you to an endorsement and then you just kind of, you're like, I don't need to learn anymore. I got my stuff. So I'm trying to make a way to where you can get in and out, but you can also have an option to really focus on some continuing education. So a lot of the situation awareness, it's going to be based around the smart rider principles. So I really want you to get, you know, good situational awareness, maintain your fundamental skills. I'm going to explain how to get gear, what type of gear to get, the R, you know, rescuing other riders. So I'm going to do like a nice little insert of how to do certain things, what to do, just to get you your endorsement. It's very minimal exercises. I want to get you very minimal exercises for the rescuing, but then point you towards, you know, an accident scene management class with a discount. So I'm going to try to work with certain partners to get that done. And then teaching and mentoring others, I'm going to see if I can work with a partner to get that done. The biggest problem, and guys, this is part of the crew update too. So that was a great question, and I'm going to go ahead and bounce off that if you guys are okay with that. So we're going to do some real talk. We're going to do some soapbox on this one. Guys, like, I have like these really big ideas. I really do. And my biggest problem when it comes to my mental illness, you know, with anxiety and depression, is that I like to have control over a lot of that stuff. And I think that's helped me out quite a bit in a lot of areas. But I think one of the problems that really happens when you start to do stuff like that is that you believe that only you can do it. So when I said I want to partner up with maybe accident scene management and direct you towards them, is that they have resources that if I had to create on my own, it wouldn't be smart. So, and it would take too long, and my goal is to get this out to you. So what I would like to do is kind of really jump into the situational awareness, get that going, getting that very easy parking lot practice, get you going to the endorsement, but then having a way to send you to get even more fundamental practice at a class with a discount. So if I could somehow get the MSF or whoever to get a nationwide discount, that'd be amazing. Maybe I would probably have to do some form of, I don't know, some type of negotiation with them, partner up with them. Maybe we could do something with that. And then acquiring personal protective equipment. It's like, I don't have the time to go to the store and constantly test out new gear, test out new stuff, test out. So like somebody like REVZILLA that already does these gear reviews on their YouTube channel, maybe partner up with them, and then maybe get the members or get the crew special discounts for REVZILLA gear if they pass the class, stuff like that. So, so with the A, partner up with REVZILLA or whatever, whoever outfitter, partner up with them for the fundamental skills part. Excellent, Puma. Thank you for becoming, or thank you for the donation, man. I really do appreciate it. See you later. The fundamental skills, partner up with the MSF or somebody like that. The R, rescuing other riders, partner up with accident scene management, direct people, get you guys the discounts for that, but also give you a primer, get you something ready for that. And then teaching and mentoring other riders, I don't know who to partner up with that. I really don't. I know the U.S. Army has a mentorship program, and I know there's other people out there that have mentorship programs, but I definitely want to get that going. Maybe that's not something I partner up. That's something I focus on. So I focus on the situation awareness, or, I just focus on getting it all together, because there's probably somebody out there that has better situation awareness than I do. But the main thing is I want to get it out there so you guys can have this resource. So in case you can't make a $500 class, or you can't travel 3-4 hours in the morning, in the evening, and then the morning again the next day, and the evening the next day to take class, I want you guys to have this option. I want you guys to have this. Okay. You're welcome for the $5 discount. You're welcome. So my main goal is not to be the end all be all like person to kind of walk with you through the process. Like me personally, I want the system that I want to create to be the thing that helps you. So if for any reason, like something happens to me, or I quit, or I just, do something else, I feel confident that the motorcycle community is going to keep getting safer and safer because of the system I put in place. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let graduates help mentor rookies. See, like that's the goal. That's the goal, Craig. How do I do that? I don't know. Not yet. I have no idea. So let me scroll up a little bit more. Let's see. So do you know anything? So from Ryan, do you know anything that I can use for comms that doesn't have to be fitted to the helmet, because the helmet doesn't take universal comms and it's too expensive? I think the only thing you're gonna be able to do is hand signals at that point. I haven't found anything that isn't like a Bluetooth or comm system that doesn't hook up to your helmet. You're gonna have to do hand signals at that point. Do I use special cameras for the live streams? Are they the same used for the ride-alongs? Would love to hand in my DDFM certificate for my endorsement at DMV. I would love to, Craig. I would love to, if you guys could do that too. What special cameras do I have for the live stream? So I have right here is my Canon. This is a DSLR. I have it hooked up with a cam link, so it's going through the system. That's why it's kind of crystal clear versus doing a webcam like a lot of people do. I invested in that so that I have that. I also use that for the parking lot practice. So I take that thing off and I have a dual use for it. When it comes to the cameras on my face and on the handlebars, camera on my face is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. On the handlebars is an Insta360 X. I use a Tascam and a regular mic, a Sony ECM CS13 or CS3 hooked up to that. So that's the equipment that I use. Any suggestions for hot weather riding jackets? Here in Australia, summer gets extreme or ridiculously uncomfortable. In winter, at the moment in the cold doesn't bother me too much. Phalanx, you're gonna definitely need a mesh jacket. I don't know if you have a mesh jacket. One thing that's made a huge difference is I used to ride in motorcycle jeans, and I switched to a mesh pant. It's like an over pant. And all the perforations in the pant cooled me off so much. So if you already have a jacket, but you're riding in regular jeans or like motorcycle jeans, get yourself a mesh pant, like a summer pant. That is huge. That is gonna be a huge difference. Would you like to see a 2-stage license like we have here in Australia? Yes, I would like to see it. I would like to see a tiered system. here in the United States. I really do. I don't want to infringe on anybody's rights or anything like that. So the first stage has to be something very reasonable. So like the first stage would have to be, you know, mandatory helmets or something, like a lot more restrictions. And then stage 2, where you graduate, maybe like you can get 600cc plus. You don't have to wear a helmet if you don't want to, which is kind of, it almost seems backwards. But here's the thing. A lot of people that get into it probably only want a 600. And it's like, well, if I have to take another class, or if I have to do something else to get a stage or a tier 2, the only reason why I would want to do that is so I don't have to wear a helmet. And some people are going to realize that wearing a helmet is amazing. So I don't think a lot of people would want to go to tier 2. I don't know. I'm not the best at that, but I do believe there needs to be something to help protect those that have at least, you know, or they have under a year's worth of riding experience, because that's when a lot of things really start to happen, is definitely in your first year. Oh yeah. Excuse me, guys. It's Friday. Suggestions on how to help someone who is panicking, hysterical after being involved in a minor or moderate motorcycle crash, mistake. Verbal judo. Yeah, you're gonna have to do some form of verbal judo. When it comes to panic, so area code. When it comes to a panic or anxiety, there's a loss of control. Like you feel like you have a loss of control. So one of the things that I like to do when it comes to a panicked or anxious family member, or even the patient. One second, I dropped my rock form pop socket adapter. I use it like a fidget spinner. One thing that, like I said, they feel like they're out of control. So give them something to control. And if it's just breathing, hey, breathe with me. Okay, we're gonna do it. I know, I get it's gonna be tough. You're gonna fail at it a couple times, but the first few times you're gonna fail. But after that, you're gonna feel a lot better. You're gonna have control over it. So here, breathe with me. Let's breathe in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Let's let it out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I get it. It's, okay, you know, you messed up. Okay, let's try it again. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Let out. 1, 2, 3. That right there, walking through somebody, letting them know that they can mess up, and if they screw up, that's fine. But the simple focus of looking at me in the eyes, doing 1, 2, 3, and then waiting for me to give you the permission to let it out or hold it in, that makes a huge difference. I've done that, I don't know how many times with a patient. If they don't want to do that, I'll just go on and explain as much as I possibly can about what's going on, so that there is some level of control. And that's for, like, honestly, that's like a full-on panic attack. I mean, if you said hysterical, so and then after they calm down, then you can go ahead and talk about, okay, it's not that big of a deal. You know, we got this, it's all good. And calming voice, smile a lot. Like I do this little side smile when I do my streams. And when I'm in this mode, it's because when you're smiling, it really does calm somebody down, especially if you're looking at them in their eyes, and you can go ahead and do the in and out thing. But if you smile when you're talking, your voice gets a little more uplifted. You start to, you know, it starts to calm down somebody that's a little hysterical. And then you're like, no, it's okay. You start doing those things. Team up with DDFM, let graduates. Yeah, exactly. Fortnite did something with the comm system one that was a walkie-talkie. Oh, okay. I have a coworker that wants to ride. He's about 400 pounds and getting a 1200cc bike. I'm afraid for him and trying to direct him toward a better advice, but of course I'm really green. Miles, I mean, you might have to get a bigger bike for that, for somebody that size. You probably don't need to get a 1200cc. I'm guessing a 1200cc is because it's a Sportster. You might want to get a Sportster that's typical 1200, or even like an Indian Scout. It all depends on what kind he wants to ride, but the thing is, have him take a class. Have him take a class for the first thing. Don't worry about the weight. Motorcycles are very strong. Okay, so they're very strong, and they have a lot of power. So you should be good. The gross vehicle weight restrictions, though, you might want to check into that. I think you should be fine. I think 500 pounds is a limit on some bikes. So that's another thing, is that when you get a 1200cc bike, or you get anything like a bigger CCs, you're going to have a higher GWVR, I think, gross, or is it GVWR, gross vehicle weight restrictions, something like that. That's what you got to look out for. That's the weight that you can add on top of what the weight of the bike is. Rolomania, you're welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Guys, we are doing a members only chat. So if you want to become a member, click the link in the chat or click that join button. It's $2 a month. So if you sign up and then cancel it, you get 30 days of membership status right away. So if you want to join and then cancel it, you still get it. You still get it. Up to 650cc for the first stage bike. I think so too. I think there literally has to be something. I mean, if you're going to restrict something, you have to give up something. So I think if there was ever a tiered system, it's like that you have to acknowledge that, you know, lane filtering, give us lane filtering too, you know, stuff like that. How you doing, Garron? Any tips on scared moms? Christian, do you have a scared mom? The best thing you could do, yeah, Scarlett, same thing. Spend 20 minutes on scene with a patient, a panicked patient, and you can prevent them from going to the hospital because they don't need it for the most part. And so you're a good patient advocate. You're saving them a hospital bill. You're solving the problem as a public servant, and you gave them a tool and technique that they could use later. So like you call them down, you're like, oh, remember what the EMTs did? Remember last time? Can we try doing that here before calling 911? Let's see if that works. You see, like that right there, you're empowering the powerless in some of those situations. And that's what I absolutely loved about being an EMT. It's not just about calming somebody down. All those things I talked about, that's absolutely what I love. And I see a lot of carryover to motorcycling, at least with what I do. So I absolutely love my job. This is a job. This is a career. This is something that I'm having a lot of fun with, and I'm getting a lot of value back from you guys with all these positive stories. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I love empowering you guys. But any tips on scared moms? It could be scared dads too. The dads might not be saying anything. My biggest concern when it comes to anybody, like, okay, so I got kids. So if my kids wanted to get into motorcycling, I obviously have a little leg up. I can coach them myself. But my biggest concern with them doing anything that's new is their safety. So I need to know that they're safe. I need to know that it's going to be as safe as possible, that they have the education to make decisions on their own when it comes to whatever it is they're doing. So when it comes to a scared mom, when it comes to scared parents, when it's about motorcycling, my tip on that is to show your mom or show your parent that you are doing everything to educate yourself, to understand what it is that you need to do, you know, how to buy a bike, how to get a bike, what class to take. Or if you don't know anything about motorcycling and you're like, Mom, I want to ride motorcycle, and she's freaking out, say, Mom, I would like to at least take a class first before I buy anything, before I do anything. They provide helmet, they provide gloves. All I have to do is wear long sleeve, closed-toed boots, pants. It's a 2-day course. I can get a certificate, but I don't have to get my endorsement. But I'm going to learn everything from start to finish on how to ride. And I would love to do that. It costs a little bit of money, but I'm going to save up. Could you help out? Maybe. Like that right there is a perfect first step. Perfect first step. And if your parents still say no after you show respectful communication with, I'm going to get education, when you're 18, do it yourself. I was thinking about getting a Harley 48 as my first bike. Do you think it's a good bike to get as a first-time rider? I'm going to drive it back and forth to work, some highway, or an 883. 883, you might be able to do some highway. It depends on the speed and how far. Harley 48 is fun. You're going to have a small gas tank with a Harley 48. That's a little peanut tank. It's a 2.2 gallon tank. You're going to probably fill up every other day if you're riding that to work. The other ones are 3.3 gallons. That 1 gallon makes a huge difference. For a first, as a 48, so that's 1200. Is it good for a first bike? I had a Sportster 1200 for my first bike. It really all depends on how good you are with throttle control. 75 miles per hour with the 883, no issue. Okay. And here's the one thing too, is that if you get an 883 and you decide to get the 1250 kit in it, insurance, you can still put it down. That's an 883, not a 1200. And it's actually more powerful. The 1250 kit is more powerful than 1200. So I think if I had to do it all over again, I'd probably get an 883 that looked really nice and then get the 1250 kit and do that. I don't know. Lane filter is completely legal within reason. Yeah, in Arizona it's not though. That's the biggest problem, and I'd love to have it. Just as a tool. Yeah, explain the gear, Michael. Exactly. So best thing to do for a scary mom is to explain the gear. So that's another thing, is explain what gear you're going to get and why you need to get it and what's happening. Okay, so horsepower. Okay. Yeah, because you're going to have to do something when it comes to electric bikes too. Yeah, also explain the classes. Exactly, Michael. The only state that's legal to lane filter is California and Utah right now. Carlo, power-wise, is it strong enough for that? Yeah. The 883 and 48s are going to be strong enough for what you're going to do. So Gus, Dan, what makes you decide to change your motorcycle? Better tech or more power? There definitely was more power. Overall, it was just better tech. That didn't make me decide though. What made me decide is just, damn, that baby looked good. The FTR looked so good. It looked so good. So I decided to get the FTR for that reason. And then I started hearing about all the tech that came out with it. I was like, hell yeah. And the thing is, a lot of the tech is starting to come out in regular bikes. You don't have to get an Indian FTR or anything like that. The Indian Scouts have amazing tech. All the bigger bagger bikes, the big bagger bikes of Indian have that tech. It seems like Harley doesn't have anything really. That's one of the biggest problems. So when it came to what made me decide, it was very superficial. It was the look of it. But I utilize every single ounce of that tech. I don't use all the power. I don't need to. It's 120 horsepower. I don't need all that. I like it. I absolutely like it. But the traction control, the ABS, the lean angle traction control, the wheelie mitigation, like all these different things make it a lot safer. And I absolutely love that. And you can get that kind of tech in like a Vulcan S. Like there's a lot of bikes out there that have that tech. Oh, not all Charisma, not all classes provide gear. Yeah, some places don't, I guess. So the way the MSF works is the MSF is a training program, is a structured program. But the people that run them, like the instructors, they pretty much, it's like a franchise almost. So there are some bare minimums that you have to do. It might not have been MSF that you did. If it was, it's interesting. That they didn't provide that, because typically you should as an MSF instructor. But the thing is, we pay out of pocket for that stuff. So all that gear and all those bikes that you guys practice on at the MSF, it's out of pocket from those instructors. America could copy the UK when it comes to licensing and limited license and power. Exactly, Ryan. We could legit just copy that. We could, but I think it has to happen on the state level. I don't think it can happen on the federal level. So if anything, I would work really hard with Arizona to get that going. But I've already had some pushback from some motorcycle clubs with the way I talk that are all for motorcycle freedom. So I decided to kind of step back from that and focus on you guys and hopefully just influence you to make the right decisions. But I truly believe there'd be more lives saved if we could just do a tiered system in Arizona. Allow us the lane filter, give us the option to not wear helmets after the tiered system, but make new riders wear a helmet, make new riders have a lower power bike to start off, not crazy low, because we still have a lot of highways and stuff, and we don't want to restrict people using the interstate and highways. So there's got to be something there. Maybe no restriction on the bike, just mandatory helmet, mandatory class. And then in order to not have the helmet, you have to take an advanced class. So hopefully by then you realize the importance of a helmet. You know, just stuff like that. I think there's got to be something. There's got to be something. Yeah, today's members only chat, guys. So if you want to become a member, click that join button. Click the link that's in the chat. It's that yellow right there. Become a DDFM crew member today. Yeah. So you get the, we're going to be doing this every Friday. We're going to be doing this every Friday, having a nice little chitty chat with you guys. In the UK, you get a CBD, then A1 license, then A2 license, then A license, and it's all different levels of power and age restrictions on for different licenses, to put it simply. Yeah, Ryan, I think that'd be amazing here. Let's just take Arizona for that. The biggest problems with the states here is that we have a lot of interstate and highway riding. So somebody that just barely got their, they barely got their license, like they barely got like their A1 or something. That restriction on that power of a bike it'd be struggling to make it from Tucson to Phoenix. You would struggle. You would be going way under the speed limit. People would be passing you by, be very dangerous. So there has to be something that won't limit that, because a lot of people do buy motorcycles for transportation. So like if you have to get to work, you can't do that. So I think that's where we have a lot of problems with the limitations on that. In town, it's not a big deal. So there's got to be this balance. Have you ever felt moments where you just didn't want to do this anymore? Live stream, ride motorcycles? Riding motorcycles, yes. Live streams and creating content sometimes, but then I snap out of that. The moment I give myself like a 4-hour break, I'm like, no, I'm thinking about motorcycles again. I'm thinking about you guys. And it's like, this is probably like my calling. This is what I want to do. But when it comes to riding a motorcycle, I hardly ride. The only time I ride is when I make videos or if I need to. So I pretty much am in the boat of I ride as a transportation vehicle. Like I'm at that point now. It used to be like a hobbyist. It used to be like I absolutely love everything about motorcycles, in the ins and outs. I love riding. Let me just go ride. Let me create an errand just so I can ride. I used to do that all the time, but now since I do this, it kind of went on the back burner, and it's just mainly for videos to help you guys out. I feel like I'm at the level where I'm perfectly comfortable, and if I want to go further, I would have to expand. And if I have to expand, I have to take away from something at this point, and that means I have to take away from helping you guys. So I have to find balance on that also. 100%, or just. I love editing. That's the things. I love editing. I love making these live streams. I love setting up all these things. I don't know it very well, so I'm still working on it, getting better and better and better. When it comes to the motorcycling stuff, it's like, all right, cool. I feel good. So maybe at some point I'll hire somebody to do some of this stuff. Matt should be here, right? He should be here doing all the buttons. He should have got my mic set up, but he didn't. Tenora, a Tenora. I misspelled it, or I mispronounced. 100% needs to be state level, not federal level. Yeah. It has to start there. MSF BRC1, they provide the bike to ride, but you have to provide your own over the ankle boots, long sleeve shirt, helmet, and gloves. Okay, maybe it was just that place, or maybe it's because there's COVID going on. Unrestricted until their first at-fault accident. No, because that might be an undue burden on them financially, especially if it was after an accident and they have like bills to pay. Maybe if there was like an at-fault accident and it was like you get fined. Let's say you get fined for like failure to yield or something, and so you got into a crash and then you got like a $300 ticket. I think a good option there, because that's going to happen. The cops are going to do that. I think a good option there would be in lieu of the ticket, you can take an MSF course, or you can take a motorcycle course. You know what I mean? But I think if there's injuries involved, I don't think you should. I think you should be able to file for something. Yeah, I agree with that, Ryan. You know, helmets should always be a legal requirement because the biker could be the best in the world and someone else makes a mistake for you to crash. But then you go into the infringing of people's rights, forcing them to buy something, forcing them to pay a company to have a helmet. So now you're creating this enforced purchasing of a private corporation's product and the government's forcing you to do that. That's where you can run into a lot of problems. And I think that's where a lot of people have an issue. Maybe like some form of a waiver, or they did something kind of like that in, I forgot what state, it might have been Missouri. It's something with an M, I think, where if you don't want to wear a helmet, you have to provide proof of insurance. You have to provide proof of insurance. Yeah, Goron, this is going to be weekly. This is for this stream, guys. These Friday streams are going to be for members only chat. Everybody gets to watch and listen to the questions. So if you do have a question, it's $2 to become a member. You can ask it, and you're probably going to get at least 2 to 3 to 4 of these live streams worth out of that one membership. Because if you join up and then cancel it, you still get it for 30 days. It'll cancel at the 30-day. You also get access to the crew lounge on the Discord. You also get all the emojis. You get all the stickers. You get all those things that you typically would when you go here. So I would like to see some of the members posting some emojis, kind of showing what you got, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Can you give a shout out to my girlfriend? Her name is Megan. Megan! Check Michael Giza's phone. Don't ask why, just check it. Dude, you better run. How you doing, Megan? Yeah. We don't have that kind of system back in Zimbabwe. A lot of people just buy a bike and go rogue. Yeah, that's a rough one. Would the Honda CBR 300R be good on the highway? Probably not. I haven't tried it yet, though. I didn't want to put miles on it, so I wouldn't know for sure. Yeah, Scarlett, he's been fired, but I'm going to hire him again. All right, you're hired. They'll make this the 20th. See, look at Scarlett with the emojis. We get all these emojis. We use a lot of the Rev Bomb. I noticed we use a lot of the Rev Bomb, a lot of the non-issue. What else do we use a lot? I see Real Talk a lot. We haven't seen the squirrel. We haven't seen the squirrel one in a while. Yammy Noob, a collab with the Yammy Noob. I would love to again. We did one in January. We rode up Mount Lemon before it burnt down. Before the whole coronas. We had a nice little meetup. I had dinner with him. It was great, you know. We definitely would love to do another one. We did a podcast together to start it off. Yeah, in the bike wave. Use the bike wave a lot. Squirrel? Rollomania? You. Anyways, I would love to do another podcast with him just to catch up. Because it's been 6 months since I've seen him. So a lot has happened in 6 months. Who else would you like me to do a podcast with? So I'm contacting the PIO at Tucson PD, so I can possibly get a hold of one of their motorcycle cops and do an interview with them to kind of see what kind of training they have to do, what's the common thing they do, what is it they do. I want to learn about them. I also want to learn from a stunter's perspective. So Brian636, I still got to text him. I forgot to. And see if I can get some information. He said he was going to go on vacation, so I might not be able to get a hold of him right away. Who else would you like me to talk to? Who else would you like me to talk to? Hopefully I didn't get you in trouble, Michael. Yeah, yeah. America is so much different than the UK. We kind of declared our independence from you guys, but we could be different. But I love you guys. In Maine, you're required to wear a helmet for the first year of your permit license. After that period, it's at your discretion. See, I like that. I like that. I think that's a good. Just make it like, okay, your first year after you get your endorsement, you are required to wear a helmet. Like after that year, you could not wear the helmet. Like it's just straight up, boom, done. But you also get lane filtering, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't do great for passing. Okay, so you could definitely, Creepy Creeper 69 says you could definitely ride the like an R3 or MT-03 or the CBR 300. You might be pinging it, but it's still gonna be a lot better than some of the things that, you know, like it's definitely better than a Grom. You don't want to have a Grom on the road. I'm also going to talk to a motorcycle injury lawyer. I think that'd be a good one. I have a connection for a motorcycle injury lawyer. Maybe we can get some content going with that. So you guys can ask your question. Before I interview these people or before I have a chat with them, I will be asking DDFM crew members. I will be asking you guys, what questions do you have for, I'll start it off and be like, okay, guys, this week I am going to be interviewing a motorcycle lawyer or a motorcycle injury lawyer. What questions do you have that you would like to be asked? And if I ask the question, I'll obviously, I'll ask it, but some of them I might not, you know, if it doesn't go with the flow, I'll try to hit those bullet points, but I don't want it to be an interview. But members only will be getting that access. So only YouTube members. That's gonna be something else. So when I say exclusive content, all these different things, guys, you're gonna get a lot of this stuff. So if you are a member, utilize all the perks. Utilize all the perks. I'll be asking these questions. Royal Jordanian, I have asked him at the beginning of the year, and he said no to a conversation on a podcast. He just said no. I was like, all right. She's watching at home. Check his phone next time you see him. If it's blank, I've been sending him some pretty bad stuff, and he's been LOLing all that stuff on his phone. So you need to check his phone. If you see anything coming from Dan the Fireman, it's probably very bad and inappropriate, and you need to get him. He keeps asking me to send him stuff, so it's all his fault. Wall Terrific in Florida. I think he's in Maryland. Chase on Two Wheels. I absolutely loved talking to him, so I definitely want to get him back up. I definitely want to talk to him again. Moto Racers. Yeah, I would love to. Dank Wheelie, Brian 636, CBR. So Dank Wheelie, I might be able to get a hold of. I would love to. The thing is, I want to learn about their culture and stuff. So I got that lawyer I'm thinking about. Might be able to interview accident scene management, Vicky. She's the head honcho. Oh, is that? Uh-oh. Did I get you in trouble? Michael? Is that her? Did she just become a member so she can chat and call you out? Uh-oh. I was kidding. If that's her. How accurate? Yeah, I want me to ask him how accurate Better Call Saul is. Went past the CBR 250 with an aftermarket pipe on the highway. Almost made my ears bleed how loud it was. Yeah, it can get really crazy. It can get nutty. Crazy nutty. Oh, Vail School. Oh, okay. Interesting. Uh-oh. Guys, we are giving away that Honda CBR 300R with ABS in October. No, I got you, Scarlett. You're my buffer. You're my bodyguard. Just in case anything happens. Just in case. if it maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't know. Michael, let me know. I'm freaking out. I'm just kidding. We need a doghouse emoji. We actually are getting close, guys. We are getting close. Let me go ahead and take a quick look. We're getting close to having another emoji. Let's see how close we are. We are, oh, never mind. We're not close. We're 53 members away from another emoji. Damn, they really made it crazy. We're 53 members away. No, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Welcome Megan Marie to the crew. We are just a bunch of friendly peoples. I don't even know why I have this on. I don't even know why I have that on. It's not like we're watching anything. I'm gonna make this free music a little bit more. Hey, you're Michael's Megan. You know, I like the headset on. I feel like I talk loud, but this makes it easier for me to talk. Well, I hope you're doing great, Megan. Hope you're doing great. Guys, once again, if you have any questions or anything like that, please ask away. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Guys, I gotta get going soon. I thought we were only doing this for, I thought this was like 45 minutes in. It's an hour and a half. I can talk all day with you guys. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. The cake is a lie. Hey, Portal. I know. I'm a nerd like that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do some more research on my mic, because my mic, it's not doing. I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more of these up. I got some panels on the room. I don't know if I want to put it up back here. You know, I don't want to mess up the books, right? You know, should I put it on the desk? Whatever. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to fix this mic. Okay, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to work on these things. I would like to say thank you to all the new members. I feel like Megan decided to join just to keep an eye on her boyfriend. Welcome, Rolomania73, Alex Hammer, excellent Puma. Thank you for the donation. You said you had to leave, so you probably can't hear this. Guillermi Fraga, hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the crew member, or welcome to, as a rookie member. And then Megan Marie, welcome. Absolutely enjoy this, guys. This is just kind of like a chilled, laid back Friday night session of asking any of your questions. If you're wondering if you can ask or how you can ask, it's members only chat. Become a member today by clicking that join button. I do have all these other things. We got the bike giveaway. We got all these different things going up, but I kind of want to just share with you the week roundup, all my ideas, so you kind of see where we're going. Okay, remember guys, I'm not just Dan the Fireman, I'm Daniel. So I want you guys to see the human aspect behind it. I do wear my uniform when I'm at work. I'm going to take this thing off as soon as I get off of this class session, this Q&A session. Carlo Zupan upgraded their membership, got promoted to crew member. You see it right there. Welcome, baby. Oof, you don't have to clean the bathrooms. Everyone else that is a rookie has to clean the bathrooms, including Megan. Sorry about that. You can go ahead and just clean up Michael's bathroom. We each have our own bathrooms here, our own dorm rooms here. And then Creepy Creeper 69 with a yeet. Still don't understand what that means. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to be heading off. Thank you so much. I'm going to fix this mic. This mic is pissing me off. So right here is the Discord. This is absolutely free, but this is the member lounge, the crew member lounge. So if you are a crew member, what's trending? There we go. We'll do that. It's the biggest Karen I've ever seen. We're going to go ahead. Yeah, exactly. Woo! Woo! She's going crazy. Yeah. Oh, never mind. She's not a Karen. She's just a happy mom. Anyways, if you'd like to become a crew member, please do so. If you are a Discord member and you are a crew member, make sure you sync up your YouTube and your Discord so you can access the crew lounge right here. So this is a separate area away from all the normal people, and this is going to be so that you can kind of get away and be in like the nice little area. Awesome, Megan. Thank you for joining. I'm just messing with you. We're all messing with you. We mess with all the rookies, though. So don't think you're special. Hope you have a great day, Jesse and Bailey. Whichever one's watching, I know I asked that before, and it's you, Jesse. Craig Crosby, how you doing, man? You guys have a great time. I'm going to just start naming you guys out. Charisma, I hope you have a great time. Michael Giza, you take it easy too, buddy. Ryan, take it easy. Carlo, thank you for the promotion. I guess you upgraded your own thing, you got promoted. Thank you for becoming a member, man. I really do appreciate it. Jeremy, woo, glad to be able to help you. I'm coming out with new stuff, guys. It's not just a live stream and my after action reviews. I'm coming out with new things. I'm always evolving. Thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate all the support. You guys have been, you guys made this possible. I wouldn't be able to evolve like this if I didn't feel comfortable and safe doing so. And you guys made that possible by being a member. Honestly, memberships help because if I can experiment and not worry about YouTube demonetizing things. So thank you so much. Chris Horton, see ya, man. Sandus, see you later. Phalanx Productions, see you later, man. Steven Ratner, see you later, man. Chris Horton, you got an updated approach? Okay.